Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself. My name is ANANDA. My name is 210603110015. So today I wanna explain about iron. Yes, chemistry. So there are three titles. I wanna explain today. The first title is sampling strategy, and the second title is contamination. And then the third title is pregnant region contamination. So next, wait. So, now, the first title is where the first title is sampling strategy. Sampling strategy and preservation. Sampling strategy is to collect a certain volume of a water body to be studied with the smallest possible amount, but still can be representative and still have all the same characteristics as the water body. And then next, an example is taking An example is taking samples of seawater, lake water, and others. This strategy is very important because the sample, when it is taken and has been used, the volume must remain the same so that it can be called valid data. Next, sampling is divided into three steps as follows. One, representative sampling, and two, transport and preservation of samples. Three, chemical analysis of samples, or the test parameters can be cycles or chemical parameters of both. Hmm, no. B. Preparation of sampling and preservation. 1. Bottles that will be used to take sample must be clean and have been rinsed with distilled water or distilled water first, then followed by the liquid that will be used to fill the water and dry if possible. And also make sure the bottle doesn't contain any contaminants from the previous analysis. 2. The same applies to sampling equipment such as pipes, and others. They must be clean and contain no residue from the old sample, especially the growth of mold and mild, because the function can absorb or reduce the things we want to test. 3. Contamination from metals or sampling equipment that can be dissolved in the sample must be prevented. 4. Bronze brass can be dissolved in water that is acidic or alkaline, so the metal must be considered, while plastic and rubber materials can be dissolved in industrial wastewater containing organic solid. 5. Samples can be taken separately by using a plastic bottle bucket. Taking samples at a certain depth. 1. Provided with a closed bottle which can be opened when it reaches the desired depth. 2. Another way is to use a kind of pump that sucks. This is due to avoid surface areas that can contain suspended solid. 3. Samples from tap water can be taken with an open beaker or a bottle that will be closed depending on the analysis plan. And 4. Using an automatic sampler which is a special tool for consecutive sampling. The sampler automatic tool consists of D. There are also disturbances that may arise during the storage and transport of samples. One, gases such as O2 and CO2 can be absorbed by the sample water or can disappear from the sample water into the air. Suspended and colonial substances can form their own VOCs and precipitate so that there is one that is different from the state when it was taken. 3. Light substances and liquids such as mud can float on the surface. Yeah, the second title is contamination. Contamination is the entry of unwanted compound into the sample during the sample pre-treatment process and survive analysis. Uh, Contamination examples can come from one atmosphere, mainly derived from particulate trace element in the soil surface and suspended material in the atmosphere. The way to avoid this contamination during the preparation process. Operator. Occur on direct contact with true air. 3. 5 place in analytical chemistry means borosilicate place, such as Pyrex, unless otherwise specific. Lower contamination include A. Silica. Fuses can be used at high temperatures, suffer from metal contamination. B. Plastic. Uh, Polyethylene and polypropylene are not heat resistant, contain additivires and are resistant. Revlon, a tetrafluoroethylene polymer, can be used from temperatures up to 30 degrees Celsius, inert to almost all analytical reagents. DPVC polyvinyl chloride contains high level of metals, also contain PP, SN, CD, and Ti. Most plastics are contaminated by primer. 4. Waste pollution is greater than redness. It is necessary to pay special attention to the purity of the water used. To reduce metal contamination in water using an ion exchange reagent cloud. 5. Contamination from reagent, mineral acid, and ammonia, organic and solid, organic reagents, and organic movement. Yeah, the title 3 is reagent contamination. A. Mineral acid. Most mineral acid contain certain amount of metal that differentiate. One extra pure acid contain very low levels. Are expensive too. Ultra pure contains a very low metal of concentration, but the content of some element varies from one product to another. Three analytical recommended that containing metal are stable. B. Inorganic solid. Inorganic solids of pregnant quality are usually sufficiently pure to be used directly without pre-purification, but a blank control solution must be prepared with PP is an important method. Ammonia. Ammonia solution in water placed in a glass bottle will be contaminated by silica, aluminum, calcium, and other elements that may be caused by the attack of alkali solution on the glass. Analytical reagent ammonia can contain heavy metals in very low concentrations. This is probably due to the absorption of the metal by the glass. Organic reagent usually contain a subordinately bonded metal. This metal is usually derived from the solvent or reagent used in the synthesis of the ligand. And the stage of aqueous organic reagents are usually used in such small quantities that contamination can often be neglected, but caution is required. The last number 3 and the title of number 3, reagent contamination at the state preparation, separation, and determination. The loss of analyte from the sample solution by the following factor. 1. Absorption. 2. volatilization, 3 corporation. So that's all I just explained what I get before. If there are some mistakes, I apologize. Yeah, that's all. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.